Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I want to show you my mini sketching kit that I bring with me, or at least try to bring with me wherever I go, so that I can sketch everywhere whenever I have time or when I see something interesting. So this is a fanny pack. You can see it's quite small and I only have very basic tools in it. So it's just an everyday sketching pack. So let's take a look at what's inside this sketching bag. Let's start with the big compartment here. So this is my sketchbook. It's quite small. As I said, it's really just for the basic stuff, and you can see I have some watercolors in here, some landscapes, and I usually just hold it like this. So when I'm sketching with pencil, it's not a big problem. Doing watercolors is a little bit more difficult, but I'll show you later how I do this when I'm doing watercolors. So the sketchbook. Then we have this small watercolor kit. And again, I'll show you this in a minute. So let's take a look at what's in this smaller compartment here. Just a bunch of pens and pencils, really not arranged in any manner. So here you can see I do have a mechanical pencil, although I have to admit I don't use it that much, but it's great because you don't have to sharpen it in any way. Then I have this pencil, which comes with a cap. And the cool thing about this cap is that it has an integrated pencil sharpener. So I really love this. And the cap also protects the tip of the pencil. So this is a really nice combination, and I try to bring it with me everywhere I go. Then I have a small colored pencil here, which I mainly use for outlines when I'm doing watercolor sketches, because you can see these a little bit better than these pencil lines. Then I have a standard fine liner, a pigment liner with a very fine tip. And then I also carry a brush pen. So this is a black brush pen by Pentel, which is great for doing value studies. You can add a little bit of water. Wait a minute, I think I can show you one of these. So you can do value studies like this or like this, which is fun if you take these into color later or just leave them as they are. So sometimes I do both versions and sometimes I just do a single value study. It depends. And you can dilute the brush pen with ink and then get really interesting results. So, and wait a minute, I should have another brush here. So these are the brushes that I bring with me. This is a travel brush that has, it's really just a no-name travel brush with a synthetic tip. And it's quite practical because you can close it up like this and the tip is protected. And then I have these two water tank brushes, which I really don't like that much to use with water inserted. But without the water, they're sort of these practical synthetic brushes that come with a cap. So they're pretty portable, and that's why I carry them around. I'm not really a fan of these portable brushes like this, because usually if you don't want to spend a lot of money, they don't have the greatest tips. And if I lose something like this, then which I tend to, then it's always a shame if you've invested a lot of money in them. And these solutions, you know, if I lose a brush like this, it's not really breaking the bank to get a new one. But wait, there's more. So let's see what else is in here. So I have a bit of tape just to tape down these edges so I can get nice edges. And then I have a few little clamps in here for my sketchbook to stay open. And here's another one. And also a small water bottle. And basically this is my water container. So this is a small watertight container with a screw lid, and then I glued a magnet onto this. And I promised you that I'd show how I do watercolors with this setup. So let's see. I usually hold my sketchbook like this, And then you can see that you can hold this little watercolor palette on your thumb. So when you can use it like this and balance it on your thumb, and then try and hold the sketchbook with the same hand, which can be a challenge, but it's definitely doable. Then I have this little water container here, which of course I put water into it before I start painting, and it just fits onto this area or this area wherever I need it. And yeah, so it's possible to do this. And then I start painting. And yeah, it's possible to do this, but it's really more convenient if you sit on a bench or somewhere on the ground and can just put things around you. What I sometimes bring, though, is this sort of a support board. This is just a plastic board that already looks a bit used, but it's really practical because you can basically, you see these clamps here, you can just basically clamp and fix all of your supplies to this board. And then you don't have to worry about anything falling down or coming apart. And this is just a bit easier to hold than all of these things in one hand. So you still hold it in one hand, but it's the weight is distributed a little bit more evenly. I even have this sort of Velcro tape here. I do have a water container that has a counterpart to this, so I could even put another water container here. So, and this is how I do it. I don't always bring this support board, and to be honest, when I don't have a lot of time and I'm outside and I want to sketch something, then I'm more likely to do just a pencil sketch, and sometimes that's all you need. So then I just grab a pencil out of this pack, open my sketchbook, and I'm ready to go. And in, I'd say 70% of the time, when I have a free minute, I don't even think about watercolors. I just think about getting the sketchbook out and getting a pencil sketch into it. Okay, let's pack this in really quickly. You can see this is not a lot of work. Water container. And all in all, this little pack weighs, oh, I think I forgot to mention that in the back here, there's another small compartment at the back. I have a few paper towels and a painting rack, so this also comes in handy. If you don't want to clean the brush on your trousers or something like that, then this is great. So all in all, this little travel pack here, this mini sketching kit, weighs 550 grams. And yes, it's a fanny pack. I wear it around my waist. If you do something like this, then you probably just have to forget about looking cool. I often bring my worn-out rain jacket and my dirty gardening pants for this outfit, and it's a perfect match. So I can just tell you, if you look weird enough, then people won't ask you what you're doing, and they stay away from you, and you can sketch in peace. No, just really, no, it's really not that bad. You don't ordinarily see this when you're wearing a small fanny pack like this. Yeah, and so I've experimented with different setups throughout this summer, and I've learned about myself and my sketching process that I'm more likely to bring my supplies when they're easy to grab and lightweight. I don't like having a lot of setup. I'm really in favor of these small kits, and I don't, I just like to sit down somewhere and then take out a pencil and start drawing, or take out my watercolors and then start adding a little bit of color to my sketch. I really like painting on big painting setups, like when you bring an easel and have all of your colors and all of the choices and maybe something that keeps the sun away. I really like the stability and the painting surroundings that you get with this setup, but I actually don't like setting it up and dragging it around. So it draws a lot of attention. Sometimes you don't want that, particularly when you're outdoors or hiking, then you need something lightweight. And this is the thing that I bring everywhere. So I've shown you this small plastic board. For me, this is a lightweight alternative. I can also use this like a sort of makeshift easel that I can just hold in my hand. So often this is the simplest solution for me. Yes, I hope you've enjoyed this look at my mini sketching kit. I'd love to hear from you what your sketching kit looks like, if you prefer a portable setup like this, or if you like setting up your big easel outside. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, then please give it a like or subscribe to my channel for more similar videos like this. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. And until then, happy sketching!